Bangladesh are upbeat right now. The team in form, they registered a historic win in Pakistan, and they do possess a threat or two, because remember the last time India visited Bangladesh, it didn't turn out to be as easy a ride for the Indian team. Yes, they emerged victorious, but there was a challenge from Bangladesh, and you want to be well prepared for that. Now, as the Indian team get ready for this Bangladesh challenge, for this two-match test series that India and Bangladesh are to play, the first session took place. The first practice session took place in Chennai. On your screen right now is an image from that session. There you see Mone Mokal, Gautam Gambhir. The first time that Mone Mokal is now with the Indian team. Now, courtesy of the Indian Express, we managed to pull out some details of what that first session looked like. It started at 9:30 in the morning, went all the way till 3:30. Let's give you details of who were the players in action. What is it that India are doing to be able to counter the spin problem that they faced in recent times? All of that as we tell you in this video as we move along. Now, first things first, as usually is the trend, India decided to move away from that trend. They bucked the trend and they practiced at the main ground and not at the MACB stadium, which is right alongside, right adjacent to the main stadium. and this was a move away from the convention. Why exactly, we'll tell you about that, but mostly teams, be it the home team or the visiting team, they happen to train at the MACB stadium, but that wasn't the case with the Indian team on day one. Let's also tell you how the session then began. Who were those batters who were seen first? Now, the top four of the Indian team, as you would expect: Rohit Sharma, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, in that order. These were the first set of batters who went into the middle, and they were the first ones to hit the nets. Who were the bowlers bowling at them? Interesting. As we go along, I'll give you more details about that as well, because there was a bit of a spread over there as far as bowlers are concerned, because certain bowlers were bowling just at the black soil pitch, and then there were other bowlers who were bowling at the red soil pitch. Why that distinction? Be with me as I give you details about that now. The black soil pitch was allotted to face the spinners. So all those batters that I just named, while they were facing the spinners, they were on the black soil surface. Reason being, because you wanted to know what Bangladesh could be bowling like, because Bangladesh bowlers are more used to bowling in such conditions back home, slower pitches. That's what black soil pitch usually means, that the pitches are slower in nature. So just to be just to acclimatize to that particular aspect, or to be prepared for that Bangladesh bowling, the choice of black soil pitch. However, there is a red soil pitch as well that's put out there at the MH Chidambaram Stadium. I'll give you more details about that as well. But interesting choice of bowlers over there, and again, it's to do with the series ahead, the series against Bangladesh, and the other 8 matches left in this WTC cycle for India. But look at that, left arm bowlers. Look at the number of left arm bowlers over there in the Indian nets. There was Ravindra Jadeja, there was Akshar Patel, there was Tamil Nadu's Ajit Ram, there was also Manimaran Siddharth, the bowler you will remember from IPL, played for Lucknow Super Giants, also dismissed Virat Kohli. He was his name was doing the rounds in the IPL. And then there was P. Vignesh. The similarity in all of them being that all of them were left armers, and as you know by now, left armers have troubled the Indian team. There's going to be a Shakib Al Hasan, there's going to be a Taijul Islam as well. Taijul, I remember picking Virat's wicket when India visited Bangladesh as well, also dismissed Chiteshwar Pujara as well. So he's going to be a big threat. So just to be able to counter the Bangladesh spinners, there is, remember, Ajaz Patel you have to be preparing for as well. There is a Santner you need to prepare for as well the next month. There is also a Rachin Ravindra you are looking at. So because you want to be preparing for all those bowlers, you want to be preparing well for left arm spinners, this was the choice of net bowlers on day one of the practice session. The other net bowlers, which was the offies, well, there was besides Ravichandran Ashwin, there was Tamil Nadu's Lakshya Jain. There were also the chap from Mumbai, who's almost Ashwin's clone. His name, Himanshu Singh, apparently 6 feet tall, 6 feet 4. That's how tall he is, but bowls much like Ravichandran Ashwin. So these were the bowlers at play as far as the spin bowling department goes. But there was the big question was as to how is it that India are going to counter the spin threat. Now, what we got to see from the Indian batters on this day one was the use of these two techniques. Now, the focus was, firstly, the batters were told to use their feet. Again, go forward, come back, using the feet. That the key was that. The other aspect was playing the sweep and the reverse sweep. That is something you saw a lot from the Indian batters. There was a lot of use of the conventional sweep. Some of them were in fact seen using the paddle sweep as well, and hopefully this was a sign, or maybe this is a sign of what you can expect from the Indian team when it comes to countering the left armers, when it comes to countering spin bowling. This is perhaps something you could see from the Indian batters. Rishabh Pant in fact was seen playing some extravagant shots when Kuldeep Yadav was bowling to him, when Akshar Patel was bowling to him. There's a video of that doing the rounds on social media. After the first session ended, moving along, giving you more details about the practice session, there was a 40-minute break that took place. Some of the batters did continue to have an extended session, but then there were those who came in as well. The new lot as far as batters are concerned included KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, there was Dhruv Jurel as well, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Akashdeep, Yash Dayal. These were the ones who featured in the second session. Now, what is it that we can expect as far as the pitch is concerned? Because as I said earlier in the video, as I said, there is a red soil pitch also that was prepared. That is where the fast bowlers were seen preparing, and the expectation right now is that the pitch that there was covered after 11:30 is also a red soil pitch, and the one likely to be used for the match. It's got a fair spluttering of grass, and this just takes me back to the time in 2019 when Bangladesh had visited India. You had a similar preparation as well, because you wanted to prepare you wanted to not give Bangladesh that advantage, because you know they've got quality spinners. The wickets were a bit juicy and spicy back then as well. I think the idea this time around is also the same. So that's why seam friendly conditions is what you can expect, and this is what the pitch is probably going to be looking like. Red soil pitch to aid seam bowling, to aid fast bowling, and then a fair spluttering of grass as well to ensure there is seam movement as well, and not that much for the spinners, at least as far as the first couple of days are concerned. So this is what we know as far as India's practice session. Day one of practice looked like a prolonged session. Started at 9:30, went all the way till 3:30, and the idea behind that also was that the players get used to it. They've not played any test match cricket for a few months now. They were busy preparing for the T20 World Cup. Some of them are in fact coming back after the T20 World Cup for the first time, maybe just played a couple of ODIs here and there. But the idea was to get them used to staying in the middle for long hours, because that is perhaps something that's going to be expected out of them. That is something that they'll have to do in this long leg of test match season that you're looking at. 10 test matches for India, and those are going to be determining whether or not India play the final of the WTC or not.